The locked classroom. What happened to Miss Halley? It was the kind of Friday where the sky never quite brightens. Avondale, Indiana, a town of just over 4,000, was wrapped in the hush of steady rain. At Stony Creek High School, 2:08 p.m. came and went like any other class change. But room 208, on the second floor of the East Wing, never reopened after lunch. Diana Halley, 42, taught junior English for 18 years. She was beloved, witty, fair, and just enough of a rebel to be cool in the eyes of her students. She wore cardigans, always had a mug of peppermint tea, and left her classroom door slightly ajar between periods. On that day in March, Diana had returned from her lunch break, nodded at a student in the hallway, and entered room 208. That was the last confirmed sighting. At 3:04 p.m., a student knocked to drop off a paper. No answer. The door was locked. By 3:15, 2 teachers tried the handle. But at 3:25, the principal called maintenance. They pried open the door. Inside, the room was empty. Diana's glasses were on her desk, fogged with a faint mist as if recently worn. Her red scarf hung over the back of her chair. Graded papers sat mid-comment, her pen uncapped. On the chalkboard in large, slanted handwriting, she knew too much. The classroom windows were shut, security footage offline due to a scheduled system upgrade. No sign of forced entry, no sound, no witnesses. The town reacted as small towns do, with rumor, fear, and theories. Some whispered about Diana's complaints, concerns about a grade inflation scheme, suspected misconduct by another staff member, even a missing student case she had tried to bring up again. She'd filed reports. They'd been ignored. A janitor claimed to have seen her leave the school, but his alibi fell apart. He was quietly placed on leave. A few students spoke about her late meetings with the school counselor, arguments that ended in shouting matches behind closed doors. 2 weeks later, a trace of blood was found behind a radiator in room 208. It matched Diana Halley. Then came the discovery in the basement. Beneath the oldest wing, maintenance stumbled upon a sealed trapdoor. It led to a narrow tunnel used as a fallout shelter in the 60s. At the end, a dusty storage room. Inside, an earring, a torn school ID, and a box filled with confiscated essays from years past. One paper detailed a teacher's affair with a student. The student had disappeared in 2009. The pieces painted a grim picture, but none of them complete. Diana Halley was never found. Her car remained in the staff lot. Her bank accounts untouched. Every few years, someone claims to see her, at a gas station, walking down a highway, on a train. Room 208 was remodeled. It's now a computer lab. But when the lights flicker, when students hear scratching in the walls, they tell new kids the same thing. She knew too much. And someone made sure she'd never talk.